You go to Oklahoma State, you have an incident, and you got dismissed from the team. What did you learn? What did Tyreek learn from that incident?
What did I learn, man? I had to grow up real fast. So once I got dismissed, I had to move all the way back home.
So you came all the way back to Georgia.
I came all the way back to Georgia.
Now,
with my
you know,
grandparents.
when you leave, everybody's not happy that you left. There were a lot of people that was like, yeah, I told y'all Tyreek wasn't going to do nothing.
Yeah, like that's just typical talk, though.
Yeah.
That's just typical talk, though.
So you get back home. What was Tyreek's game plan? Because you're home. Life was good. In Bedlam, you return a punt return 92 yards.
Damn.
You the toast of Stillwater.
Come on, I'm here. I was him. I was up here. I was
up
all the
there.
way up here.
So now you got to go all the way back to Georgia. So what's going through Tyreek's mind? You and your mom, your grandmom's house, you laying in the bed at night like, damn, what have I just done? Did I just F my life up? What did I do?
Nah, man, it was just one of them typical college stories about a football star and a girl. Like, you know how it is. People just bang, 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 he did this. It's a he say, she say moment. So
Right.
we're not going to get into all that. But what I will say, when I went back to Georgia, I went back to Georgia with my grandparents, and like I had completely lost everything. Friends, family, a lot of people not believing in me, but I still had my core unit.
Right.
I had my grandparents, I had my mom, I had my dad, my
Yeah.
sister. I still had those people that believed in me.
Yeah. That's all you need.
So-
As long as you got the core, you good.
As long as I got the core out, I'm good. So I didn't have no plan of going to school. I was like, I'm gonna sit and chill for a minute. And like you say, you gonna have those people that was like, yeah, I told you, Tyreek, he gonna be back. It's typical. It's typical. It's typical. So my granddad, he get us a job at this wood plant. So when you go to the wood plant and I'm sticking a wood inside of a thing in this, and I can't remember. It's a wood plant.
Right.
So I'm doing that. I did that for like 2 months. And I don't know, I really believe in everything happens for a reason.
Correct.
I got a call from this school. School called me, they're like, hey, this Tyreek? And I'm like, yeah, this Tyreek. And it's a school in Tennessee, Chattanooga. So they're like, yeah, man, you can come up here and go to school. Like, we heard about your story. You can come up here and go to school. So I tell my mom, she's like, oh yeah, we going back to school to play ball. So I tell her that. I drive literally 8 hours to go to Tennessee, from South Georgia all the way to Tennessee. I get all the way up there. The dude was like, all you gotta do is just talk to the president. I get all the way up there. The dude is like, bruh, we can't accept you.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Hold on.
Exactly.
That's supposed to have been
I
ironed
drove
out
by
before-
myself. I drove by myself too. I drove all the way up to talk to the president, the head coach, athletic director. They all was up there. So once I got up there, I ain't even see him. He just called me. He was like, yeah, you up here? He was like, yeah, we can't accept you, man, because of the situation. And
y'all could have called me on the phone when I was in Georgia. and
when
told
I
me
was
this.
when I was leaving, y'all could have told me that.
Yeah.
So I called my mom. I'm like real sad. I'm like, man, I'm about to hang it up, mom. And my mom, she was like, hey, man, don't worry about that. Just come home. God got you. So as believe this or not, as I'm driving home, I get another call from West Alabama. So coach called me. He's like, Reek, you ready to play some football? I'm like, man, I ain't.
Who is this?
I'm like, nah, man, I ain't want to talk right now because the school just turned me down.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I ain't want to play no ball. He's like, Reek, I got the transcript. I'm ready. West Alabama. I said, send me a picture of it. He sent me the picture of the transcript. Him and the AD, the athletic director, the president, and the head coach, they all on the phone. Yeah, come on, we want you. So let me type in Alabama. I'm 4 hours away. I'm on the way. So I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, I just got a call from West Alabama. They say they want me. She was like, yeah, let's go. So I go there, I get there, and I play literally in the game. The game was the next day.
What?
Crazy. Game was the next day. I returned 2 punts in the same game, which is crazy.
You hit him up.
I hit him up like, Coach, I'm on the way. So I scored 2 times in the game.
Wow. You parlay West Alabama. You become a late round draft pick. 5th round. I got a very similar story. I ended up with Prompt 48, ended up going to Savannah State, the best decision of my life. I go in the 7th round, you went in the 5th round. How motivated were you getting there? Because I'm thinking to myself, man, this is my last opportunity. I'm not no first rounder. I ain't guaranteed no roster spot.
Well, I knew I had the talent, to play with anybody, but my granddad, like he's such a huge advocate in my life. He told me, man, once you get that opportunity, dog, just don't look back. Just don't look back. And there are no friends in the NFL. A lot of guys that try to be your friend, a lot of guys try to do this and tell you to do that, but really it's all about saving their own jobs. So that was my mindset going in.
That happened to me, Reek. I had a guy I didn't know to play. I asked the guy we competing for the job. He said, go in there and do that. Guess what I did?
He lied to you.
I did that. Guess what it was? Wrong.
Yeah, we got some guys like that.
But what I couldn't say, well, coach, he told me wrong. I should have known what I had to do. Like, lesson learned.
Lesson learned. So yeah, man. Once my granddad told me that, I got locked in. I was like, yeah, there's nothing stopping me.
You were the last wide receiver on the depth chart because you were drafted mainly as a returner, and you were. Did you go out there with and say every day I'm gonna get better? I'm gonna give them a reason. I'm gonna give them the reason to give me an opportunity to get on offense. Yeah, I'm gonna return punts and kickoffs and all that stuff, but I got my eye on one of them receiver spots. I got my eye on that being on the offensive side of the football.
So I was the backup to Jeremy Maclin, and I would go in for him when he was tired.
Right.
And then I would make plays, the same plays he would make.
Yeah.
But I would do them like 5 times more exciting.
Yeah, he get 10 yards, you get 30.
They'll be like, oh, who is this guy right here? Who's a return guy?
Yeah.
So like, man, like I say, man, my mindset was like, once I get this spot, I'm not looking back, man.
Right. You didn't look back. Does it bother you that people always mention your size? Because, I mean, your pro day, you measured 5'8" and a half.
Mm-hmm. No, that really don't bother me. Because I feel like
God could make you 6'2" and still let you run 4'2".
It really don't bother me, man, because I feel like you can't measure a guy's dedication and preparation in his heart to how much passion he got into his craft.
Correct.
You feel me?
Yep.
Like I say, I play football.
Right.
Like you can line me up at receiver, you can line me at running back. I feel like I'll still be successful at both. I may not be able to get you a 4th and 1, like running through the hole, running somebody over, but I'll be able to make you a play.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna run nobody over, but I'm gonna be able to get that 4th and 1. It may not look the way you thought it was gonna look.
It ain't gonna look like Derrick Henry.
It ain't gonna look like Derrick Henry, but it's gonna happen.
Move the chain.
We're gonna move the chains. You feel me? So I just play football, man.
You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and become an official member of Club Shay Shay, where we do something before 2 something.